All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again this morning. We just finished our main Wednesday session, and now we're about to begin our crude oil report session, which comes out in 5 minutes, so we're 5 minutes early. You can see I've got my three charts set up, two strategies. Spotlight Master Suite on the left. The upper left corner is the 5-tick momentum bar. It's a faster chart, reacts well and does well to the crude oil report. In the bottom left corner is the 8-tick momentum bar, which is a slower trade. I'm going to be focusing on the chart on the right, which is Counterpunch Express and or Counterpunch Trader. If you're using Counterpunch Express 2 or Counterpunch Express 1, you have to do your own key level adjustments. If you've done the training, hopefully you know what I mean by that. That's the only difference. It's easy to do. On the upper left, the Spotlight 5-tick momentum bar, the objective is target 2 and a 10-tick minimum. On the lower left, the objective is target 1, as long as it's a 10-tick minimum. You can still go to the bigger targets, but those are the minimum trade plan objectives. And of course, on Counterpunch Trader, it's always target 2 as your primary objective. So if you have any questions, let me know. I see that more and more of you are coming in to start this session. Welcome, welcome. All right. So again, I hate to be the YouTuber with the tin cup on the side of the road busking for money, but if you would mind, please hit the like button for obvious reasons. Helps motivate me to get up early in the morning every day and be with you guys. So thank you. Show me some things. Hit the like button. Send me Amazon gift cards, case of wine, round trip ticket to Paris. Whatever inspires you. Always support your local trade room host. It's good karma. All right, guys, here we go. We'll be watching carefully in the next minute and 45 seconds. With crude oil trading up here in the $64 range and the types of swings we've seen today, well, I don't want to jinx what will happen, but it is exciting. Let's just say that. Win or lose, at least it's exciting. It's not why we trade, but it is could be a fringe benefit, especially if it works out. And just looking at Forex Factory, there's not any real news other than this crude oil report. No Fed meetings or anything like that. No Fed funds rate meetings or no beige book. Nothing to muck things up for us. All right, about 35 seconds. Just a quick look here. We could see the swings, the up and down. This is like roller coaster heaven here, especially since the morning session started. Whoops. All right, here it comes. There it is. Reaction coming just about on time. pretty clear boundary here on the bottom. Maybe on top too. Pretty tight reaction, actually. 40 ticks only. 41 maybe. Trading right in the middle. See if it could break out and start pushing up. I never look at the reaction. I never look at what the results are. Don't want to know. Currently in that white trade, it's too early. You've got about 45 seconds to go, maybe about 45 seconds. A lot could happen in that time. It's breaking out of the higher end of its range here. Let's see if it can sustain that. On the lower left corner on the 8-tick momentum bar spotlight chart, you can see the gray trade, and that's because the entry came just below that 50 moving average, which was above, pushing down on the 200, the dark, the burgundy color line. We call that the squeeze zone, and it, you could adjust one tick beyond. I mean, theoretically, it's still too soon, but it ended up being a pretty decent trade. And even though we're not in the trade, you could see the counterpunch doing its thing, dancing with the market and giving you these perfect trade setups, which happen a percentage of the time. And now we are past our 2 minutes, so we're looking for the next setup. John mentions a trip to the Artesa tasting room. I'm always up for that, John. I lost the context of your comment, but I'm always up for that. John and I had the pleasure, along with his lovely wife, to visit the Artesa winery in Napa. Amazing wine. Oh, things to send me. Now you're talking. All right, so the white trade has flattened out. Theoretically, we are now looking for the next setup. And we could get another short here, depending. There's the initial possible short entry, but we're waiting for our high trend chop indicator to give us the final confirmation on that. It hasn't happened yet. In fact, the only short trade you have, well, there it is. So now if we can grab it on a pullback, the short is at 49. So 49 is a short if it pulls back. And that's targeting target 2, 64.25, and the stop is at 71. The spotlight on the left, bottom left, did give you an entry, did give you a trade to take. That one did trigger in 44. 4 ticks lower. This trade will cancel if it comes down and hits target 1 before it hits the entry, but now it's coming up. Notice it's getting stuck on the boundary of the reaction right there. And there, just triggered in. Well, maybe not. I didn't get filled. Anyone get filled? I didn't get filled. There, now I'm filled. All right, for better or for worse, all right, let's just review this trade. The stop is at 71. Money management is target 1, which is 34. We're kind of in no man's land, stuck in the middle of the 50 and the 200 moving average. We are below the balance line, which is a good sign, and we're closing below the 50. Another push lower will be a good sign, clearly, because we're going short. But we got to get through the support here at 39. at 40, whatever, and see if, there we go. So we still are not there yet. We have to get to 34. There it is. Move your stop to break even, everybody. Move your stop to break even. Not quite. Target 2 is at 25. Oh, I didn't move my stop. I didn't put my target where it, All right, I'm out. I'm out because I got out a couple ticks too early because of my template. I forgot to move my target. But it hit the target. You guys are good, right? One and done. If you're trailing, move your stop to 64.41. Yeah, I think I got out at 27, not 25. Oh well. I thought I moved it. I guess I just did. I use my mouse with my left hand. I don't know why I do that. Probably because I used to have tennis elbow in my right arm. I'm right-handed. When I do the trade room, I mouse with my left hand, and I think it kind of was a little klutzy. Usually it's pretty good. All right, anyway, stop is now at 36. Notice that the 8-tick momentum bar has hit its first objective, a 20-tick target 1. You should be trailing that. And the 5-tick, which is the fastest of the chart, is the slowest to get into a trade, and then it just stopped out at break even and didn't get to its target 2. So there's a little irony there. The faster chart was the slowest one to the party this morning. Look at how that stop just parks itself, giving you a chance for a bigger move down. It may not happen, but at least you have the chance for it. It did hit target 3, though. Target 3 is a good second exit if you're trading multiple positions. Target 3 is a good one. So the stop has moved down to 33, but I think I would still keep it at 36 unless it can move lower again, just for the chance to maybe stay in for a larger move, because we've seen the swings this morning. They've been big. So give up a few ticks on your trailer to try to stay in for a larger move. That's what I would do. That's one of those things you do it the same way each and every time, like we were talking about in the last session. So you can see the printed stop stopped out, but still living barely if your stop's at 36. Barely breathing, and now you're not breathing. Now you're out. That's it, guys. That's all right. So you gave up a few, cheese sandwich to try to stay in for a prime rib reward. That's how I look at it. Trade finished on the 8-tick momentum bar on the bottom left. One and done. If you're trading the 5-tick, well, you got your work cut out for you. You have a second trade. And there it is. But it's not a trade that we follow specifically. I mean, we look at it while it's happening, but I'm not going to just hang in here and follow this. This is about the 377 tick counterpunch trade plan. Been using it for years. It has been one and done. I don't know how many sessions in a row now. But crude trading up at these prices is, it's a crude oil trader's dream come true, because the trades are just so good. They work so well, and the price action is perfect. So I hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Please hit the like button. Oh my God, I'm turning into a YouTuber. Too old to be a YouTuber. Got to get my son in here. He's more cut out for it. Anyway, guys, hope you liked the session. I'll give you a minute or two to type in any questions if you have them. And after that, I will say goodbye. Don't forget, John is in tomorrow. Next week, John will be dark. We will not be here on Tuesday and Thursday next week. I will be here Monday and Wednesday. So next week is just a 2 weeks, 2 sessions for the week next week. But I will also be sending out, or you'll be getting a notice of a special session where we are going to fast test the Euro Yen 6 pip momentum bar trade plan. And that should be interesting. You guys are invited. Whoever wants to attend, I realize that some of you, your eyes might just glaze over. Get a good strong cup of coffee in case you get bored to death. But that's the kind of work that pays. So I'm going to do it, and you guys can look over my shoulder and kind of see how I do it and hopefully learn something from it. Other than that, that's what's happening. Hope you guys rang the register. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.